What's up guys, my name is JDCook5 and welcome back to another episode of the Bayern Munich career mode. As you can see on the screen right now, we have a first simulation against Mainz, a 2-0 win, nicely does it as we have the first game. The first game that we are actually going to be playing though is at home, and it is a massive one, probably the biggest in the Bundesliga calendar when it comes to the fixtures overall, and definitely for these two teams. So it's the first kind of game that we are having between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. This is going to be huge. Obviously the rivalry in real life in terms of these two and what the actual history is behind it is absolutely massive. And you can feel that on the game also. They are second. I think we were first and second in the league. I'm not too sure which way round. I think we're actually nearly at the top. It's been so like back and forth, and obviously we needed to catch up from a poor start to the season. In goal then we have Costa with Baku, Van der Ven, De Ligt and Masaruri making up the back four. We've got the midfield three with two holding with Pellegrini and Fernandes, with Havertz just in front, and Coman, Moise Kean and Xavi Simons making up the front three. Really strong side, and I have all faith that we can get the job done here. I thought as it's a derby we will show the opposition side. Kobel in goal, we've got Garcia, Badiashile, as you see Bellingham still in this save also as we load the full final 11. Badiashile, Marcel Boe, Ozcan, Bellingham, Zielinski, Diaz, Malin and Gabriel Jesus. So a different side and a very good one. They've got some good players on the bench. Son there also. I'm surprised he's not playing. But this is going to be a massive fixture, and away we go. Borussia Dortmund getting things kicked off as we are able to intercept really quickly. A decent bit of play, as you can see, both sides getting stuck into each other. A loose pass, as you can see, Moise Kean on the ball. He's literally in the area. He takes the shot. Havertz taps it in, and it's 1-0 already inside 2 minutes. Can you believe it? Kai Havertz being at the back post, and he is literally goal hanging, but he taps it in the back of the net, and we are already 1-0 up in this tie. A frantic start where they were not able to kind of have it where they can get any play going whatsoever. A ping pong effect where Xavi Simons lost the ball. It finds Moise Kean, and Havertz is able to kind of get the tap in from a loose shot where Kobel isn't able to save. A really good save nevertheless, but Havertz is in the right place at the right time, and we are 1-0 up. Took us a little bit of a while to get into the swing of things, even though we had such a quick start. Borussia Dortmund is still in this. 30 minutes gone, as you can see. Bellingham on the ball. He's got options. Jesus now on the ball as he looks to try and find the space. Diaz is in. He's going to take the shot, and he loops it over Diogo Costa, and it is 1-1. Diogo Costa coming off his line, trying to retrieve the ball, but unfortunately the only one to get it was Luis Diaz. A brilliant goal from our rivals nevertheless though. A really good goal and a really good bit of play, and we are now 1-1 in this tie as we kick things off now, trying to see if we can have a good quick restart. Xavi Simons completely sending hit this one. Badiashile is no match for Simons, and Simons makes the goal, literally only having the draw for about maybe 1 minute if we're lucky. Xavi Simons completely turning one. Badiashile not matching the pace of Xavi Simons whatsoever, and he is able to find the back of the net. Really good play, and then what a restart. You cannot get a better kickoff than that, and we are now 2-1 up in this tie. 37 minutes gone, and Borussia Dortmund have got a throw in our half as they look to play it round, seeing if they've got any options there. He makes the kind of play available, but he's not able to do anything with it, and as you can see on your screen right now, Kingsley Coman on the attack as he's got the options there. You can see Kai Havertz on the ball. He squares it to Kean, and Kean puts it in the back of the net. He might have been an empty goal, but he did it in fashion as he Rabona into the back of the net, and a brilliant stuff. 39 minutes gone now. We are 3-1 up, and we are tearing this lot apart. A really good start where it was back and forth, but we seem to get the better of the two as we look to go in the second half much better off compared to Dortmund. 57 minutes go, and you can see we're literally trying as much as we can. Kingsley Coman there, he's done one. He isn't able to get the shot off though, but it falls out to Xavi Simons. He looks to pass it back in the box. He eventually does, and you can see it's just coming out, not able to do anything whatsoever as Dortmund try to clear their lines and make a bit of attack. Xavi Simons getting stuck in. We take the shot, and it looks to go in, and yes, it does. What a goal that is from the Portuguese man, Bruno Fernandes. A shot out of nowhere. The array of kind of passes and shots and deflections and everything else, but Bruno Fernandes does it in style, and as you can see, Kobel was a little bit off his line, and he is able to hit it in the top corner, making it maybe one of the goals of the season. 63 minutes gone, and Heung-min Song is on the pitch. You can see he is getting stuck into things as they look to try and gain a goal back here. Jesus on the ball now. He's got options. Son is there. It's intercepted by Baku, but unfortunately we can't get it out. and unfortunately for us, Heung-min Song finds the back of the net, and a really unfortunate one. I thought I did clear it, in all honesty. Unlucky to not get it away, and we look to go in this tie now 4-2. Dortmund are right on us, and they've got a bit of momentum. They're going to be trying their hardest as we look to try and get a better restart here. Lorente on the ball now. He's coming as a substitute. He passes over to Maseruri. Andreas Martin finds Havertz, a substitute. He loops it over the keeper, and what a chip out of the run of play. A brilliant restart once again, and Kai Havertz finds the back of the net. Lovely ball by Andreas Martin. We made a few substitutions, and it's definitely worked. It's freshened up the side. New ideas, but that was a lovely goal by Kai Havertz. The keeper coming right out for it. He times it so perfectly, and we can only but celebrate that one. 72 minutes gone, and we are still trying to defend from what they see to be a decent attack from Dortmund. Jesus is on the ball there. They're coming in numbers as they look to try and do anything with here. Luis Diaz, he has gone on the score sheet once, but he's not going to try and have a shot because he squares it to Son, and Son pretty much has an empty net to shoot at, and it is now 5-3. Only 2-goal deficit as they look to try and see if they can get it back also. They're not giving up whatsoever. There is definitely enough in their Dortmund side to get anything back here. But as you can see, against the run of play, Kai Havertz is in on goal. He's got options. The options Martin, and he is able to literally take his time and pass it into the back of the net more than anything to make it 6-3 as he looks to celebrate with the fans and show everyone what he is about. I mean, he's actually been pretty good for us, in all honesty, in terms of when he has needed to play. He's definitely always been one to get on the score sheet, and a lovely goal. He's in the right place at the right time. Lovely counter-attack by Kai Havertz, and the full-time whistle is blown. 6-3 in Bayern Munich, and brilliant stuff. This was absolutely mental. Realistically, a decent derby to say the least, and a nice one to get off. And I know we've got plenty of games, I reckon, against Dortmund, but their team is something else. As we look to go of a weaker opposition, Armia Byfield, as we look to have the lineup of Diogo Costa in goal, Maseruri, Van der Ven, Tiho Kerr, and we have the right back of, as we say to Pan in a minute, Baku, Pellegrini, Fernandez, and Musiala with the midfield three, with Carrasco, Moise Keane, and Kingsley Coman as the right winger. Little bit of a change just with the fitness and stuff, and give some people some minutes. Feel like it's always wise to do so, and we are against a weaker opposition. With that being said, though, they are straight on us. As you can see, they're making a decent bit of passes. Maybe an early goal is on the cards as we look to try and clear our lines, but we can't. He's in on goal. He does score. He momentarily celebrates with his fans, but unfortunately for him, the flag did go up, and we count ourselves lucky in this situation as it stays 0-0. 11 minutes gone, and they're still trying. They have definitely made the better starts out of the two. A surprising one also, because they are definitely the weaker side in this tie, but they are not fussed by that whatsoever, and they've got a bit of play going here. As you can see, Serber on the ball there. He's been dragged wide a little bit. He's got options, though. They pass it nicely in the box, and this time they are onside, and it is 1-0 to Armia Byfield, and an unbelievable turn of events for them, and they must feel like they're in dreamland right now. Crazy stuff now. 22 minutes gone as they try to get on the attack once again to make it 2. Luckily this time we've got the ball, and we've got the attack. Musiala finding Coman. He's pretty much 1-on-1 with the keeper. He goes to shoot, and he scores, and we're going to pick that ball up, and we're going to put it right back on the centre spot as we look to try and now gain a bit of momentum and see what we are now made of as we look to try and gain on this and hopefully get a second. Not so long after that first one, we are trying to get the ball out from our own area. We do lose it momentarily with a dangerous bit of play. We have to clear our lines, but with that being said, we're actually in a decent bit of space. Kingsley Coman making a 1-2, as you can see there. Moise Keane is fine Coman, and Coman's got the pace, so he's pretty much going to be 1-on-1 once again. He's not able to convert this time, though, as he does save. They do pick it up, but it falls out to a Bayern Munich man again as Fernandez tries to get a shot off. He can't. Carrasco can't also, so it's definitely been a mental turn of events. 39 minutes gone, and Armia Byfield are the ones to go on the attack this time as Mickey van der Ven gets sent completely, but Diogo Costa is able to take one from the team, and he has made himself big in that situation, making the save. And as you can see from that save, we're on the counter. Moise Keane up there. He's made a 1-2 with Coman. Keane is in here 1-on-1. He goes to shoot, and he scores 42 minutes in, and just before the second half, we are able to go in at a little bit of a better advantage now, with the 1-goal advantage being made. A poor start with being 1-0 down. It could have been 2 if that one wasn't offside, and they could have added to that, in all honesty. So yeah, we need to buck our ideas up and get much better in this tie. 59 minutes gone now, and as you can see, they're not giving up. They might be a smaller side, but they're definitely going to be giving it some as they look to have a shot here. Diogo Costa making an easier save, to be honest, compared to a few that he has faced. Maseruri making a fake shot, and he just passes out to Baku, and we are now on the attack. Kingsley Coman's got the options. Baku making the overlap, as you can see. He is there. Moise Keane is found, though, as you can see. Musiala's now on the ball. He takes a shot, but he makes a block from the defence, and they put it out for a corner kick. Substitutions being made. Xavi Simons comes on for a tired Musiala, as Sidney Ryberger also comes off for Sidney Ryberger, as we look to try and change it round, and we're just seeing what will work and the best suited, as we want to have Xavi Simons on the right hand side, Ryberger a little bit forward possibly, and then we will take Coman off and put Lorente on, as he can play in that centre mid role. 69 minutes gone, and we've literally only got about 20 odd minutes left. Richarlison, the substitute, is now on, and he's taken his chance. He's literally claimed his ball. He's 1-on-1, but unfortunately he cannot convert, and an unlikely scenario where you would think he would convert in that situation, but it wasn't to be. It still stays 2-1 as Armia Byfield make a decent interception. Luckily for us, Mickey van der Ven is on his toes, and he is able to intercept with Baku. Now Simons making a decent bit of play. He's got the pace and he's got the fitness. Sidney Ryberger now in. He chips it to Richarlison, and Richarlison soon now finds the back of the net after a first one going wayward. But this one this time is in the back of the net, as he does his trademark pigeon celebration, and lovely stuff. Really well taken goal. Nice bit of play, really fast also. Not easy to score with on his left foot, but we are now looking a little bit better in this tie with a 2-goal advantage and not worrying about a late equaliser being made. It has been tough for us, not going to lie, and we've probably made it even harder for ourselves. But the final whistle was blown 3-1 in the end, as we shake the hands with the opposition manager and we move on to the next. January transfer window, we're not looking at making any signings. It is purely only going to be departures, and that was one that was agreed in the summer, and as you can see, he departs also. We have got a free transfer that's been made by Norwich. We're not too fussed, we're not going to be interested. Jamie Lawrence goes out. He is pretty much, I think he's only played one game for us if he's lucky. And this is a weird one. As you can see, my former side here, they're offering me Neymar and 12 million for the exchange of Nasser Masraouri's services. So yeah, a weird one. So they've got Neymar and they want my player, which is a bit strange because you would have thought they want to keep Neymar. I mean, actually looking at him, he is 84 rated, so maybe he's not at his best. And as you can see, he's definitely been on the decline. A crazy kind of thing where he was at his highest, but he's still a good player. A bit of a strange one to say the least. Another loan going out to the familiar side that we used to play against as Getafe in La Liga. We've got a big game in the Bundesliga once again, and now he's at home again also against RB Leipzig. A massive game for us, and we know what they are able to bring. The last game that we played against them was 4-4, I'm pretty sure, so we need to be on our toes in this tie. Here we go then. Diego Costa in goal, Masraoui, De Ligt, Van der Ven and Matty Cash as the back four. We've then also got Musiala as the attacking midfielder, Pellegrini, Fernandes just behind, and we also have Moise Keane up top. 14 minutes gone, as you can see, and RB Leipzig are getting on the attack. Alexander Isaac on the ball, and Cuckoo there still in the save as RB Leipzig, as he looks to find Isaac, and he is getting a decent bit of play there. We have to clear our lines, and we now look to go on the counter attack. Moise Keane losing the ball, but luckily for us, we have got an option being the right wing. He does claim it eventually. Kingsley Coman on the right hand side, as you can see, a familiar face of Sadio Mane. We don't care whatsoever though, because Kingsley Coman makes it 1-0 inside the 17th minute. As I say, was commenting about Sadio Mane and saying how he used to play for us, but we don't care because the one scoring the goals for us at the moment is Kingsley Coman. A brilliant goal, a nice goal inside 20 minutes, and we look definitely the better of the two. I mean, they had their little chance there, but we was able to go off the back of that and able to find the back of the net. Really well taken, and it is 1-0. Straight after, RB Leipzig gets straight on the attacker. Matty Cash has to make himself strong and intercept the play. Unfortunately, the pass isn't as good, and Mickey van der Ven is trying to get stuck in. The ball keeps falling out to a man in white, and it seems to be that we can't clear our lines whatsoever, and we look to try and see if we can get any of the ball, but as you can see, we just can't do anything whatsoever, and it looks to be now where it's 1-1. They do take their chances, and fair enough, that is one of those. We couldn't clear our lines, and they get the better of that. 35 minutes gone here, and with literally a really fast-paced game, as you can see. 1-2 with Fernandes. Koeman is in once again. He's got one goal. Is he going to make it two? He squares to Fernandes, but Fernandes isn't able to find the back of the net with a really good save by the RB Leipzig keeper. 37 minutes gone, and we took to get the corner in, but unfortunately we can't find anyone in the box. falls out to Simmons. De Ligt now finding Musiala, and Musiala completely has a howler there, and you would have thought he would have put that straight in the back of the net to make it 2-1. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer as RB Leipzig look to try and make it 2-1 now. A really, really good tackle, but unfortunately we are not awarded with anything apart from a 1-goal deficit. Christopher Nkunku getting on the score sheet, and a really good goal, don't get me wrong, but the challenge was sublime by Matty Cash, but it just wasn't to be. There's no letting up from our opposition, as again they are literally straight in there. They're so fast in the attack as they try to get a bit of play going. Sadio Mane turning his man. Williams is on the ball there. He chips the keeper, but luckily for us, Mickey van der Ven is able to clear our lines, and we keep ourselves in this fixture. Brilliant clearance off the line. Absolutely sublime stuff from the centre-back. 50 minutes gone now in the second half as we look to try and have a better half compared to the last. As we see now, we've got a bit of play going. Xavi Simons on the ball. He's turned his man and he finds the back of the net. Absolutely sublime stuff from Xavi Simons. Turns his man completely and sends him into next year. And he is in a little bit of space and outside of the foot shot, and the keeper can get nowhere near. 58 minutes gone and RB Leipzig are not letting up. They want a third as they completely send one of my fullbacks, not being able to claim the ball whatsoever. But Mickey van der Ven sticks a foot out and doesn't allow the Isaac shot. From that we do get a counter attack, but they do intercept straight away, and they look to try and get a decent bit of play there. King Min Jae getting on the defensive line, as again De Ligt getting stuck in now, and we're trying to clear everything. Tackles flying in everywhere. But unfortunately, once again, we seem to clear it, but it just falls out straight to a man for the RB Leipzig, and Alexander Isaac finds the back of the net. We're making some substitutions. I'm not happy with this whatsoever. Moise Kean coming off for Richarlison as we look to try and now have Gnabry on for Kingsley Coman. He's had a good game, but we need to freshen things up. And Toni Kroos comes on for Bruno Fernandes. So this is it, make or break, as we make the restart and try and go as quickly as possible and get back into this game as we look to make a decent bit of play. Richarlison finds Xavi Simons. We're not going to have a repeat of what happened last time, because Xavi Simons is now made it 3-3 and we are winning this game no matter what. We're back into it straight away soon as they scored. Xavi Simons now 2 for him as he looks to be the difference in this side as we are now climbing our way back. 73 minutes gone and they do get a free kick. They have the time to pass it into the box. They're not able to, and it falls out to a Gnabry from a clearance. He takes his time, he holds the man, and the pace of Gnabry, he's completely gone. He's completely sent the defenders as King Min Jae cannot keep up whatsoever. 1-on-1 with the keeper, he shoots and he scores 4-3 in this tie now. 15 minutes gone and Gnabry celebrates with the fans, and a worthy celebration at that. Brilliant stuff from the German as he keeps his cool and finds the back of the net. Not long to go now, 10 minutes if that, in all honesty, as RB Leipzig see if they can try and get an equaliser. Isaac's so close. I honestly thought if that went in, oh, that'd be it, because I couldn't see ourselves getting another goal. But they do get a corner. They've still got another chance as they whip it in. Only falls as far as Simons, as again Gnabry is the one to be cleared out to, and he's in a similar position as before, and he is away. He is pretty much going to be 1-on-1 with the keeper. I can see Palacios there. He's not quick enough, and Gnabry is the one to get the better of everyone and get his second goal as coming on for a substitute and making it 5-3. Massive impact from Serge Gnabry as he wheels away in celebration, knowing that he has got the 3 points for his team. Brilliant stuff. A replica goal just on the other side of the pitch, but as I say, brilliant stuff. And we are looking definitely dominant now, and this is what we needed. As you can see, we try to literally get another one as Kroos is trying to see if he can make the better of the keeper coming up for the corner, but it wasn't to be. But we don't care. 5-3 in the end, and a brilliant stuff and a brilliant episode. We have definitely made most of our fixtures, and we are definitely proving to be a menace. And there's so many kind of professionals that we have got in this team that are working for us. We have not made it easy for us, I mean, especially in this game, but we have definitely proved that we have got the quality there. It's all about piecing it together and going from there. The last game of the episode, would be against Stuttgart, and we do get a 4-1 win. Gnabry once again getting on the score sheet. As you can see, he gets a hat-trick in that game. And that looks, so we can see now the table. Played 19, won 16, drawn 2, and lost 1. 50 points on the table, with Borussia Dortmund the only ones really near in 43 points. That is pretty shocking, though, in all honesty, because you can see RB Leipzig in 34 points. So we're only about 18, 19 games in, and it already looks to be a gap, and we are looking the dominant force in this league. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.